I got information that I have not paid attention to, looked at, with a market cap of only $220 million. This coin is called Constellation. Now, the ticker symbol DAG, DAG. And so, as I get into it, I want to preface it by telling you why I am so bullish on DAG after just finding out this information. Um, DAG is the only I've Googled, I've looked for everything possible here in the last 2 or 3 hours. This is the only cryptocurrency that I've seen that is working with the United States military force. Now, I'm going to tell you why. Let's go ahead and go to the coin market cap. And one of the things I think that has been holding DAG back is because it is not listed on Coinbase. I looked at some of the listing exchanges, and a lot of those exchanges are not, um, you can't use those in the States. So therefore, you've seen like limited videos. So I went to the markets and I looked Gate.io, BingX, MEX. In certain areas, I know my areas, a lot of these uh, exchanges I can't use. I can't even get on. They're not usable in my area, but they are available on. It is available on Uphold, which I see that now, and I was able to purchase some. Now, what is so significant about Constellation? Why, even though I'm not your financial advisor, I would say, hey, we need to look at this one. Like, we really, really need to look at this coin. And the reason being, number one, when I Googled, I came across a couple of articles, but I want to share this one article with you right here. When we talk about GhostDad, Constellation Network completes phase 2 of Air Force contract for blockchain technology. Blockchain, and this was written last year. This was written last year now, at 2023. The blockchain constellation has completed a direct to phase 2 contract with the Department of Defense following an assessment by the Air Force Research Laboratory. The company was selected by the U.S. Air Force to develop and integrate, distribute, ledger, and smart contract technologies capable for the DOD, which seeks to secure speedy data transfer methods for the Department Transportation System commercial airlift partners. Constellation is responsible for the Hypergraph Transfer Protocol, a free digital ledger network aimed at enabling developers to secure and validate, let me go on down, process of any digital application and data. Now, I went in, I looked at a little bit more information on Constellation because I started digging, and the more I started digging, the more I'm like, man, we have been sleeping on this. Okay. So, of course, I went to the X page. I want to make sure they were still doing work. But here's the thing. They've been working on a program with the U.S. government called Iron Spider, which is very limited. They don't have a lot of information on Iron Spider, but what it basically stands for when you come to Iron Spider is a secure peer-to-peer, it's immutable data resilience. So that's what Iron Spider, which is a part of the U.S. government, in which behind the scenes is what they're working on. And so one of the things I like about what they're doing with, they're actually here, the infrastructure to utilize blockchains is not a point-on-point solution, but it is solving problems. Alchemy is already built on Constellation, and it's a third generation, infinite, scalable, and it's ready to secure and proof against attack, and also able to take on top level data. So that's one of the things. So now, when I went on and as the more and more I dig, so I went on and took a look at the X spaces, and I just wanted to see what was going on. And here's one of the commercials they have with the U.S. Air Force. I'll play that for you.
You know, we learned about some of these programs, the FBIR program, the NSF programs. You know, I wrote a proposal in March of 2019 is when we submitted it around multi-domain command and control, which now, to your point about Iron Spider, the SPIDER stands for Secure Peer-to-Peer Interoperable Data Resilience, which is really that multi-domain command and control secure communication. So I'm absolutely thrilled that folks are saying, holy shit, this can be applied to so many things. America is where the innovation should belong. We now have to look at tax structure, restructuring how we're doing all these regulations. All those conversations we've had for so long are now finally coming to fruition. I couldn't be more.
Constellation Network, we built for tomorrow.
So now, not only do they have partnerships with the United States Air Force, but also I wanted to jump over to another article in which this is what makes this even more bullish in my eyes, is when I jumped over and I saw this article here. And when I pulled this article up, I just had to scroll it because here it is. The Trump effect on crypto, no more capital gains taxes. So I scrolled down, I kept looking, the token poised to benefit. So here's this. Here, I want you to look at this. Let's divide the 3 tokens set to dominate this scenario. Okay. Cardano stands out in clear winner under this policy. Founded by Charles Hoskinson, the US-based bit blockchain visionary, Cardano benefits from among its strongest ties to American crypto ecosystem. Okay. Now, at that time, at this particular time, Cardano was at 64 cents. Now it's at $1. Okay. What's another winner? Why is it a winner? Cardano focuses on scalability, smart contracts. Also, it is strong U.S. connections, positions as well for explosive growth if a tax policy is implemented. Okay. Although Solana founder Alkan Oyegovich hails from the Ukraine, the project roots and operations firmly planted in the U.S. Okay. But here's something else you got to look at. When I scrolled down, they were talking about American-based. And of course, President Trump talked about American-based cryptocurrencies, but market cap milestone. Now, this is what I saw that really drives me to saying, hey, this is a coin we might need to look at. Constellation is the underdog in this trio, but carries the most explosive potential. With the market cap now of 220 million, it is a micro cap gem compared to the giants Cardano and Solana. Okay. Now, based in San Francisco, markets itself as America's blockchain, deeply entwined with the U.S. government. The project is working with the U.S. Air Force, National Science Foundation, and even the Space Force to secure critical data infrastructure. With a lower market cap makes it riskier, DAG's upside could far exceed its larger counterparts in a tax-free scenario. So when we talk about DAG and Constellation, with President Trump taking office, and if you don't believe that part, let me play this for you, and you will hear it firsthand. So let me go to this video. I played it several times, but I'm gonna play it right here. Let's check this out.
I pledge to the Bitcoin community that the day I take the oath of office, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's anti-crypto crusade will be over. It will end. It'll be done. It'll be done. The moment I'm sworn in, the persecution stops and the weaponization ends against your industry. And as long as I'm in the Oval Office, on day one, I will fire Gary Gensler and appoint a new SEC chairman. I didn't know he was that unpopular. Let me say it again. On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler. And no longer will your government sit by and watch as Bitcoin jobs and businesses flee to other countries because America's laws are too unclear and too tough and too angry and too stiff. We will keep each and every Bitcoin job in the United States of America. That's what we're going to be doing. Upon taking office, I will immediately appoint a Bitcoin and Crypto Presidential Advisory Council. Would anybody like to be on that particular council? Please raise your hand. Their task will be to design transparent regulatory guidance for the benefit of the entire industry, and they will get it done in 100 days. We will have regulations, but from now on, the rules will be written by people who love your industry, not hate your industry, people that want to make it clear and simple, straightforward and fair, people that want to see your industry thrive, not dive. Next, I will immediately order the Treasury Department and other federal agencies to cease and desist all steps necessary because, you know, there's a thing going on in your industry. They want to move the creation.
Woo. So if you hadn't had a chance to look at Constellation, you can buy it on the Uphold app. Currently, as we're speaking, it was 7 cents. Now it is vastly quickly approaching the 8 cent mark. And so with that, let's try to figure out what are some numbers that we possibly can see with when it comes to Constellation. Now, when I put in the total number of Constellation and we link it close to Cardano, if it was to approach the 309 all-time high with Cardano, you're still only looking at an $8 billion, $8.8 billion market cap. 8 billion. Now, where is Cardano currently sitting at its current price? And it only has 2.8 billion moving. So now we're going to go back and we're going to look at Cardano and we're going to see if it can get to where Cardano is right now, just in market cap. Okay, now, so I'm going to scroll down to Cardano and let's look at Cardano. Of course, that's 302. So we got to go all the way back up to the top. All right, so let me just do it like this because I'll be scrolling all day. So let's go ahead and go to trending coins. And Cardano is trending at 19. And I'm going to look, Cardano market cap is currently sitting at $38 billion. $38 billion. So for Constellation to get to a $38 billion market cap at just a $200 million market cap right now, and if it was to go to 38 billion, let's see where we would be at here. 30, that's a little bit high. Let's go 15. Let's go 16, $14. Let's go roughly $12. Okay, for it to get to where Cardano is at 19. All right, Cardano is currently sitting at 38 billion. Okay, for Constellation to get close to where Cardano is, it would have to go to, I would say, roughly about a $13 token at 2.8 billion. It's only 3 million. It's only 3 billion total in there. When you look at the total amount of Constellation, you have a total. See, all of it is almost unlocked, and that's one of the things you got to look at. It's the max supply is 3.7 billion. 3.7 billion. The total supply, total circulating 2.8. So roughly, you're looking at about 8 million. So, and so, this could really explode, y'all. this could really explode. We look at this all-time high. We go to the all-time high. The all-time high of this particular token, when they were talking about potential, they were trying to find their way. Now they are in place with the government. It was 41 cents. 41 cents. And the market cap on this is only 221. It's up now. It just moved up. It's up 137%. All time in the last 7 days, it's up 44%. 44%. And it's a 7-cent token. So I'm not your financial advisor, but what I am trying to do is find these altcoins that we can get in position now. Those of you who haven't had an opportunity to be in the bull run, but you're looking for coins that could possibly run more than 2 to 3 to 4x. For this to run to a price of, man, that is well over at 7 cents. Let's see here. 70 times 10, 70 cents. So let's look at this. Let's see how many X's that would be. If you figure that out right now, a 10X right here now is about 76 cents, right? So it's $17. And this is how we're going to figure this up. $22. Woo. So if you run up 10X at 76, you're looking at almost a 30X. Man, that is crazy. Let's look at this right quick. If we hit a 30X, that's just a $2 coin. A 0.76 times a 50X, that's roughly about a $38. So I know it won't be that high. Let's go 70, and let's go 7 cents. What am I doing? Let's go 7 cents times 50. That's just $3. 100X. Man, you looking at something could almost possibly run a 200X. Do you understand what kind of money that is at a 200X? That means anything you put in, if you put $100 in and it goes up 200X, 200X, that's $20,000. 200. If you were to put $800 in and you get a 20X, that's $16,000 on a 20X. 20X, that's a high end. Not that high when it comes to what they're doing with the United States military. So that's what I'm actually adding to my portfolio. Timestamp November 30th, 2024. We've just added Constellation in the mix, and we will see where it goes in the 2025 bull run. Again, I want to thank you for joining me today here on Crypto Secret X. And always remember, you'll never learn how to swim without jumping in, and you'll never climb a mountain without stumbling. I'll talk to you later.